Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Kape't Insurance, where we talk about everything general insurance over coffee. I'm Justin Liu.
I'm Edwin Salvan. Today we're going to discuss property insurance.
Let's go!
Okay.
Good morning, Sir Edwin.
Good morning, Sir Justin.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for being our guest today at Kape't Insurance.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. I want to discuss about insurance, of course, because of my experience in the industry.
Great. So today, let's talk about something that is not really talked about too much. You know, when we talk about non-life insurance, it's always motor car insurance, diba? So today, let's talk about property insurance. Maybe to start off, can you tell us what is property insurance?
So basically, the property insurance is actually it's called fire insurance in the local industry. So basically, we do have the standard fire policies being approved with the Insurance Commission, and it simply covers fire and lightning. And if you want additional cover like catastrophic perils like earthquake, typhoon, and flood, you could buy this by putting additional premium or having additional premium on top of the fire insurance.
So basically, when we say property insurance, it's insuring against mainly fire and lightning.
Yes.
Tapos, you were mentioning if gusto magdagdag ng earthquake and ano pang pwedeng idagdag?
Typhoon, flood, even volcanic eruption,
okay.
which is present in the Philippines. So you could do that by paying additional premium.
Okay. Interesting. So basically, ang dami niyang nako-cover na iba't iba mga natural catastrophe, no?
Yeah.
Pati yung mga earthquake. So pag sinabing property insurance, what properties does it cover? Ano to? Building, bahay, warehouse, ano?
Actually, there are 4 classifications being accepted under the Insurance Commission. This is the buildings, machinery equipment, stocks, and contents.
Machinery and equipment?
Yeah.
So pati yung mga gamit pwedeng i-insure?
Yes. Actually, even the finished projects like roads, bridges can be insured also.
Wow.
Technically, everything under the sun can be insured at the right price.
Okay. Anything na parang physical, no?
Yes.
Pati yung mga stocks ng, kunya may business ako, may warehouse, may mga stocks ako, may insure din yun.
Of course, yeah.
Wow.
Again, it depends on the underwriter. No? Sometimes the risk is quite risky, especially those located in areas that are prone to cat perils. So sometimes the underwriter tends to decline these accounts, no? And those not sufficiently protected against fire losses. So although we do have the building code wherein most of the high-rise building must have proper fire protections, but sometimes the old buildings they do not have. So the tendency of the underwriter is really to decline this or charge is a very high premium.
Okay. So ito yung mga businesses, pero paano ko sa mga bahay? Kunya may bahay ako, personal, saan ako nakatira, sa condo, pwede din i-insure yun at yung mga gamit ko sa bahay?
Yeah, some of the policyholders do not know na meron palang kasamang insurance yan, not only on the building itself, but also the contents. Even the clothes are included.
Even
the furniture, the kitchen utensils, and everything can be insured.
Wow. Galing.
Yeah.
So kunwari na earthquake, na sunog, or na typhoon, or pag ninakaw, ma-insure din ba yun?
Yeah, we do have a robbery and burglary cover.
Okay.
And although of course may konting deductible yan to have a small protection for the insurance company for the yung mga insuring public to also to protect the properties. Wow. That can be covered. Actually, my properties here in Manila are all covered, no? All in cover, no? From fire, cat perils, and even the robbery and burglary.
Wow.
Even liability to some people or even property damage can be covered.
When you say liability, what does that mean?
Let's say your dog bites some people, within your compound, so that can be covered under the liability cover. Or maybe a flower vase, fell from your balcony and fell to some people, no, or persons walking within your premises, no, that can be covered. You can pay for the bodily injury and even property damage. If there's a car, no, passing by and your flower vase went off, no, or fell down, it can be covered.
Interesting, liability. So, ibig sabihin nun, pag may na-damage tayo na ibang tao, parang na-damage sila dahil sa nangyari sa may pangyayari sa bahay natin, we can cover that.
Yeah, but that liability cover is not really free. No? You need to pay for additional premium.
Yes.
To have this covered.
Pero ang wide pala ng scope ng property insurance.
Yeah, the telegram is very wide and it's keep on changing every year. No? There's a lot of provision, a lot of in terms of wordings, clauses, and warranties. And even on the most complex risks, it's changing, no, every year, no.
So for businesses, can you give some examples na mga pangyayari, let's say in the past years, na property insurance was really helpful?
Yeah. Now, especially now, no. Actually, it's very recent. Remember Typhoon Odette? A lot of businesses really suffered losses, no. Typhoon losses, wind damages, no, in the area of Cebu. Yes. So these people, no, these companies can recover from this insurance company and can have a fund, no, to reconstruct the building or rebuild their properties. And not only that, no, the business owners, no, of course, no, they do have money, but the problem is the employees, no. Sometimes, if the tendency of those companies that do not have insurance, they usually fold up. And the effect is not only to the business owners, but also to the employees.
Yeah.
So basically, we're helping also the economy.
Yeah.
Because we're the one paying for these losses.
Yeah. Wow. So yung mga talagang natamaan nung Odette, tapos may insurance, at least they were made whole, they were able to help their employees, get the business back running, di ba?
Yeah, a lot of people do not know that. That the insurance industry is really helping the economy, no, to regain its original state before the happening of a catastrophic event.
Agree.
Yeah.
So I think syempre the next question na inisip ng mga audience natin, magkano ba ang property insurance? So paano ang pricing nito?
No, ang pricing naman niya, it will depend on the type of risk, no? Is it residential, commercial, warehouse, or industrial? So we do have statistics, no? Kung ano yung madalas magka-claim, siyempre mataas ang rate niyan. Like residential, na mababa naman yung risk niya, na mabihira naman nagkakalos, no? Usually, ang rate niya is mababa compared sa industrial, which is often nagkakaroon ng claim. So, because may mga machinery siya na nagkakaroon ng overheating, electrical malfunctions, no? Yeah, that's the reason. Kaya mas mataas ang rate, o mas frequent ang losses ng mga industrial risk.
Can you give us an example? So, for example lang, meron akong bahay na sabihin nating worth, or condo, meron akong bahay condo worth 2 million. Magkano yung premium niyan?
So usually, yung mga 2 million sum insured, no, for a residential type of risk, would cost you around 3,000 to 4,000 pesos.
3,000
annually.
To 4,000 pesos lang?
Yes, annually.
And this covers?
Everything. Typhoon, flood, earthquake, of course the fire, the basic fire. And also you can even consider covering volcanic eruption if it is outside the 50-kilometer radius from the base of an active volcano. We do have restriction on that. Wow,
so that's very affordable. So if I had a house or a condo worth 2 million and then nagka-aksidente na earthquake, nasunog yan, you can make me whole on the total amount of my worth of my property.
Yes.
Wow. That's so what's that rate? Parang 3,000-4,000 ilan yun? Point something.
Usually, like say on the condominium, let's say 0.15 to 0.2%.
0.2% of the total.
You just multiply it by sum insured, multiply by the rate of, let's say, 0.15 or 0.2. You can get the premium. And then plus taxes.
Yes.
Taxes around 26.5%.
Still very cheap kasi, 3,000-4,000. Sometimes you just spend that going out to eat or buying a shirt or something. So, What about the bigger risks naman, the bigger properties like the big business buildings? How much is the pricing for this?
Again, it will depend on the assessment of the underwriter. We usually inspect large risks, no? And after that, no, they will render inspection report, and the underwriter will review that and assess what will be the proper rate to apply, no? Let's say industrial risks like garment, no? Those manufacturing ready-to-wear dresses, clothes, no? The usual rate is around 0.3 to 0.35%.
Okay.
And that's because of based on the experience, no, and because of all what happened before, no, the previous losses before on garment. That's the reason why most companies are shying away on garment or textile risks.
So when we say like 0.3, like how big is the total sum insured? Like example.
For garment, let's say garment, no, usually it's around 50 to 100 million.
50 to 100 million yung buong kinocover.
Both building, machinery and equipment, contents, and stocks.
So stocks, the building, the contents, machineries. Let's say 100 million. The rate will be 30,000? Is that 300?
400 million, no? At the rate of 0.3, around 30,000, no?
So 100 million.
No, it should be around 300,000.
300,000.
Or 100 million risk.
Yeah.
Plus taxes.
Yeah. 100 million risk, 300,000 premium. That's still quite low.
Quite low because you have a risk, 100 million risk being protected.
Yeah, grabe.
No.
That's actually quite risky, I think, for the insurance company. A bit sometimes, di ba?
Yeah.
Paano naman yung mga malalaking road, yung mga kunyari, skyway or whatever? Like, can you give us an idea of the pricing of that?
Again, it will depend on the location and the type of cover they want. Sometimes they want a comprehensive cover, no? Actually, almost the same, no? Maybe the rate's around 0.25 to 0.3. So, for 1 billion, so we're going to pay around 2 million to 3.5 million. Maybe.
So, itong mga malalaking roads built in the mga highways, what kind of sum insured are we looking at? What's the normal figure?
Usually, it is in billions, no? Let's say one super highway, no? With the length of around 30 kilometers, so it will cost around maybe 4 to 5 billion.
4 to 5 billion. Wow. Yeah. Tapos, etong kunyari mga highway, what is the risk that being insured? It's kasi fire hindi masyado, di ba?
Yeah, hindi masyado because but you can cover the tollways and those properties located in the toll gates, no? And also their offices. Yeah, sometimes usually they cover that.
Yeah. So for these big roads, they mostly insure for what? Earthquake,
typhoon, and flood. Usually that's the main risk.
Yeah. Kasi madalas nga yung typhoon, flood, nasisira yung kalsada, yung, di ba, yung infrastructure.
Sometimes landslide and subsidence also, no? Could be, it's possible if it's located near a mountain or hilly sides, no?
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk a bit naman about the claims. So let's say I'm a business, I have a small, let's say, warehouse, machinery, equipment, and then let's say a fire hit it. What's the process on claims?
Number one is you need to report that within 30 days from happening of the loss.
Okay.
And the adjuster will, usually the insurance company will appoint an adjuster. And this adjuster will base their evaluation on the sound value of the property. So after that, they will assess it again. How much is the insured? What amount is insured? What the property are insured under the policy? But basically, the policy is the Bible. No? They will going to review, assess, and everything, just to come up with the proper amount, which is acceptable to the client. Of course, the property that being damaged, with the application of the normal deductible. If there's if the loss is due to cut perils like typhoon and flood, usually there's a deductible of 2%. And if fire, usually on fire losses, they do not have deductible. But sometimes we apply deductible just to lower the premium.
Okay. So that's the process for like the warehouses, the businesses. What if it's just a small, let's say it's just my condo, yung lower ano. May adjuster din ba yun?
Usually there's an adjuster, no? But in some companies, they use internal adjuster, wherein they can easily, assess the damage, no? Even with the help, of course, with the help of the client, no? By assessing or advising what are the properties or items that were damaged.
Yeah.
So it's more easy and more quick because most of these adjusters nowadays are very busy, especially if there's an catastrophic event. They're quite slow in providing the evaluation report.
Yeah. But it's good that here at Mercantile we have our own in-house adjusters.
We do have, and I'm proud to say that's quite fast as compared to the other insurance companies.
That's great. So I think let's talk about the big, huge risks. Let's say the big buildings, the big companies, the big roads. Insurance companies must be covering billions and billions worth of risk, diba? How does the insurance company swallow all of this risk and manage it if something really bad happens and they need to pay out?
Yeah, good question actually. Many are really amazed now how a small insurance companies, even a medium type insurance company, could cover a big risk. So this is because of the reinsurance protection. So usually these companies, depending on their appetite, the insurance companies could only retain 20% based on their net worth. That's based on the insurance code. And if you want to retain more in excess of this 20% of that net worth, they could buy a reinsurance protection. And this reinsurance protection is not really cheap. Lately, it's becoming very costly, in the operation of the insurance company.
So when you say reinsurance, this is the insurance company is passing on part of the risk to larger reinsurance companies. So basically, the insurance company is also insuring part of the risk. Then someone else, the reinsurance company, can cover the larger part of the risk. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. Basically, you're transferring the risk to another insurance company or reinsurance company.
And these reinsurance companies, are they like local or?
We do have local and foreign. But mostly these reinsurance programs are foreign-based, foreign supported by foreign reinsurers. And luckily enough, for Mercantile, we were able to get the #1 reinsurer in the world, which is Munich Re.
Wow.
They are now the lead reinsurer for our program.
Amazing. So it's like, correct me if I'm wrong, Sir Edwin, dito sa Pilipinas, so meron tayong mga insurance companies. Tapos, parang sa buong mundo, kung titingnan mo, merong mga reinsurance company. Tapos, kliyente nila, yung mga insurance companies from different countries. And then they are able to diversify the risk, the larger risks.
Yeah, that's the real intention of reinsurance programs, to spread the risk in terms of premium and also losses.
Yeah. So I guess it's important then if you're like a big company, a big public utility or government or company who has large buildings which are very expensive, it's a good question to ask insurance companies na sino yung reinsurer mo? Diba, kaya mo bang saluhin tong mga billions worth of risk? Is that correct?
Yeah, actually, in some brokers, some intermediaries is asking for that. Usually, they want also protection to their policyholders, especially the brokers. They want to protect their clients, and make sure in case there a big loss happens, the insurance company could pay these big losses.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah. So I think we covered a lot already, Sir Edwin. I think we gave a very good overview and gist of property insurance to our audiences. And if I could say, the main point is that property insurance is actually very affordable for the cover no?
Yes.
That it's protecting.
Yeah, as I've said earlier, no, the amount is quite big. No, let's say 1 billion. No, you're just paying around for the rate of 0.2. No, for industrial risk, you
Yeah.
just pay around 2 million pesos. No, and you're protecting a 1 billion risk.
Oh,
So it's not easy to get that 1 billion risk if there's a loss. No,
yeah.
where do you get those that fund? No, to rebuild
Oh.
that structure,
Tama.
including the contents, of course.
Tapos dito pa sa Pilipinas, laging bumabaha, laging nagta-typhoon, laging di ba?
That's true. No, actually, to tell you frankly, the Philippines is currently number 3 in the Nat Cat Index
When
in
you
the
say
world.
Nat Cat is natural
Catastrophe.
Number 3 in
Number
the world.
3 in the world.
Oh my God.
That's why the reinsurers quite cautious in dealing with the Philippine market or the
So-
Philippine industry.
Reinsurance is cautious in dealing with the Philippine industry, but at Mercantile, we have the number 1 reinsurer pa. Tapos ang mura pa ng rate ng property insurance. So actually,
Yeah.
sulit talaga.
Actually, talaga, no? Actually, you're not buying just a piece of paper. You're buying peace of mind, actually.
Yeah.
So anything will happen to your property, there's a fund ready available for you to rebuild your building,
Yeah.
and even your business. No? Based on statistics nga, those suffered those sa mga catastrophic losses, those belongs to the MSME. I think 30 to 40% will not continue its operation.
Wow. Wow. But if they had property insurance, it could really help.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Well, I think that's it for today. Thank you, Sir
Thank you.
Edwin. Yeah, great talk. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, so it's only an eye view, a bird's eye view of what is property insurance. There's a lot more that we could talk about. No?
Yeah.
Especially about claims and how we could insure really those complex risks.
So if anyone's interested in property insurance, please feel free to contact Mercantile anytime.
They can even call me or even send an email for there's some clarification or they want some issues to be clarified by the underwriter itself.
Great. Thank you, Sir Edwin.
Thank you, Sir Justin.
Thank you.
Mm-mm.